So after countless times of losing with this team, I wasn't gonna give up. I didn't want to give up. So today we have Inside the Mind of Speedy, and I'm gonna be talking and going over my PvP match and kind of give you tips as we go along throughout the video of what I did wrong, and also I'm gonna be learning myself of how I can improve in PvP by watching my gameplay over in the back and commentating over it. And I do want to do this as a series, basically kind of going like in the mind of Speedy. It's like a series like one of my favorite COD YouTubers used to do back in the day, Inside the Minds of Extra. I don't know if you guys watch Extras, but he basically commentated over his gameplay and went over what he did wrong, how he can improve, and all that kind of stuff. So with a PvP match, this is probably not the best team to bring for PvP, but I did want to test this out. So we have Estarossa and Green Meliodas in the same team, and let's see what we can accomplish here. This guy has, what do you call it? Oh, he backed out. Okay, never mind. So we're gonna face a different guy. Never mind. The first guy backed out. Probably saw my CP was too high, and he just backed out because he didn't want to, deal with that. So yeah, so the team right here I brought, this is kind of like a fun team. This is not a meta team whatsoever. I lost countless of times with this team because it just does not work. So I had to switch around Escanor because Lilia was getting bopped and we're not doing enough damage to begin with. So I have Escanor, I have Meliodas counter Meliodas, and we have Estarossa with Lilia in the back. I can probably switch Lilia in the back with like Red King or somebody, but she is just there. So this is like a double counter team, and we're gonna see what we could do. And yeah, so let's get into the battle. But moving forward with the series, I do want to do is kind of do like meta teams and kind of go over inside like what I was thinking when I was making the plays and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, later on, probably for the next video, we'll do like an actual good team, okay, for the PvP stuff. So new PvP rules this time around on Gear PvP. No passive skills. So there's no passive skills whatsoever in Gear PvP right now this week. They changed it from having 50% more HP and taking poison damage to now there not being any active skills. Like there's zero. There's no passive skills whatsoever. So Escanor does not get his immunity once he has 5 key, 5 old gauge, I'd say. So yeah, okay. So right here, I believe this guy is going to be rushing his ultimate with his Gother, which honestly I have no way to take away his ult whatsoever. So I am going to have to, just deal with it and try to do chip damage to him. So right here, he actually did seal me. So I am gonna rank up my Meliodas, use his attack, and then we can use, I believe I use Estarossa's attack too. So we have double counters right here. So if he does try to attack me, he won't do anything. Okay. Let's see, so right here we actually did draw an Escanor level 2 card, which is great to have in the back if you're facing a red Escanor, I should say, because rank 2 with Escanors, the Cruel Sun actually can de-rank anybody's attacks besides Estarossa's. So if he does, rank up his Escanor, give him buffs to kind of get that extra damage off of his attack card, which he does right here, we can just use my level 2 Escanor to kind of de-rank his attacks. So he will no longer have those status buffs, and that is very, very good. We're going to use my Meliodas' counter card again, and we're just gonna do some chip damage going on around. So we take away his buffs, so his attack card won't do that much damage, and we're gonna focus his Gother this time around. Okay, so we actually got some good cards here. We have a level 3. We got super lucky with Meliodas, so that's actually very, very good. We can do some really good damage with that attack, so let's see what happens. Okay, so he's gonna buff up his Escanor once again. That was a mistake going there for a level 1 Gother. So we're going to do a lot of damage to his Gother with the counter attack. And then he is going to focus my Estarossa with his Escanor. So right here, we should have enough firepower to actually take out his, his Gother with my level 3 combined with Escanor. That should be enough to take out his Gother. Getting rid of that Gother was actually a great thing for me because he was causing so much trouble for me. So we have our ultimate with Meliodas We also have Estarossa level 3 attack. We also have Estarossa counter card level 2, so that's actually very, very good. So we'll be able to stun a character next turn and do some really good damage to him as well. Okay, so he has, what's it called? He's got Meliodas, Demon Melee in the back. And I totally forgot what he does here, so let's just see. So he's targeting, I don't know why, but for some reason he's targeting my Meliodas. Okay. And then he's targeting my Estarossa because he really does not like Estarossa for some reason. So he is going to take away, okay, so it appears he does take away my ultimate with Meliodas. That's completely fine because we can do some serious damage here. So we're going to use the Estarossa counter card because we actually do want to block his Escanor attack because I don't want his Escanor to be going for my Escanor. So I don't want his Escanor to kill my Escanor because our Escanor, my Escanor is like my key ticket to winning this match. Because once I get Escanor's ultimate, we're actually, you know, solid to go. Plus, if you take a look at all my units, the lowest unit with my lowest HP unit is Estarossa. So if I lose Estarossa, it's not that big of a deal. But if I was to say lose Escanor, who's at 80% HP, to his Escanor, who's like about to ult, that's going to be very, very bad. Plus, next turn around, we actually do have Escanor's ultimate unless somehow he can take it away. Right there, he actually tried to kill my Estarossa before ulting, so then his ultimate would target somebody else. But we got super lucky in surviving that, and he has to ultimate my Estarossa because his counter card actually does cause people to attack him. So right here, we actually have a free kill on basically anybody with my Escanor. So I'm going to target his Escanor because I find him to be the biggest threat here. And then later after that, we're just going to use that and target whoever because just in case his Escanor somehow magically lives a 6/6, which he shouldn't. So here we go. My Escanor ult. We take out his Escanor, which is very, very good. And then we can start focusing his Arthur next, which Arthur is technically the biggest threat on his team right now due to the fact that he has that buff card. Okay, so we have our ultimate. Nobody can take that away. So next turn we get a free stun. We also have a heal card, and we can do anything we want. So let's see what happens. So it looks like he is going to target my Escanor because I think he finds him the biggest threat on the field. Which, I mean, I do agree with, but I think Meliodas is still the biggest threat on the field. So right here, we're going to try to take out his Arthur, and hopefully we do. I'm pretty sure we take him out this turn. If not, he's stunned, so he can't really do much either way. And let's see what happens here. Boom, there we go, 37k. So he is stunned. I probably could have taken him out if I actually attacked him twice, but it's fine. We got the heal off regardless. And I mean, we still have our counter with Meliodas. So even if he does try to attack us, he can't really, you know, hurt us too much without taking some drawback. Okay, so he forfeited right there because he knew he couldn't do much in that battle. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like button. Let me know what I can improve on this series. I could definitely, as like the more videos go on, I'll have more in-depth analysis. This is the first time I use this team, so I really didn't know, you know, how to play it right because this team just does not work, guys. It just does not work. But we still ended up winning regardless. So yeah, alright, thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.